Oh, oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Okay. See, this is probably why. This is probably why what's gonna hold me back. I am ruining my chances already. Okay. Let me make sure everything is straight. Okay. 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 Turn that up a bit. Turn me up. Turn me up. Okay. We straight. Okay, look. Okay. Another day, another dollar. Another day, another crash out. Okay. Let me just go ahead and start by saying, um, damn, I forgot already. Shit. Okay, look. I got a few things I need to get off my chest. Okay. I've been seeing a lot of shenanigans here lately. And I need to vent a little bit. Okay. So let me go ahead. There's some videos on Instagram that I have to show. Today I think I'll play. I don't know if I'll go back to Stellar Blade. Not sure just yet. I do have a few more demos that I kind of want to try out. So we'll see. We'll see. But I do have a lot that I need to talk about first. I've re-upped on my content. Okay, so I got a few more videos that I can rant about a little bit. I can yap about. Okay, so I have like, what is this? Like 5 videos, 4 videos, something like that. I got an update on that freaky ass uncle too that was just licking his lips. I found out something kind of strange about him, so we'll see. Now, as far as like news in particular goes, I don't think there's anything like that per se. Like there is Jujutsu Kaisen sort of season 3 announcing and all that stuff, but that, I ain't really worried about that right now. So, really, it was mostly those videos, and I don't know, like I've been having some thoughts lately, about just various stuff about streaming and gaming and all of that stuff. And so what I wanted to really get into first is this idea of people getting in their own way in games. Like, so what prompted this was I play TCM, which is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? I play that on PlayStation, so whenever I'm not like streaming or playing, something on PC, I'm playing on PlayStation. I still have a PlayStation 4, by the way. I do not have a 5, okay? I'm broke. No, I'm not. I'm rich. But I don't want to get a 5. And that's because PlayStation 5 to me is... let me make sure this mic ain't peaking too much. My phone. Okay. So basically, PlayStation is like, PlayStation 5 has felt like they have not had any real games that I've really cared to play specifically on PlayStation 5. Whenever it went from PS3 to PS4 and PS4 to PS5, like it just felt like it was not the same type of transfer where you had, a lot to look forward to, because of obviously COVID really slowed down people's idea of like, oh, I need this system, I need to get this, right? And so it was like, because we went so long, a couple years at least, it had came out and it was shortages, and people was in the house, you wasn't even doing shit, you couldn't even guarantee you could really play with people like that you knew and stuff like that. So people were not really, and then you didn't have jobs, people got laid off. So it was like, it was a really bad time to have a system come out for $400 or $500. And then on top of that, you had the COVID situation where they were basically saying like, yeah, it's 500 on the website, but I'm gonna charge you a cool 2,000 for this, because that's just what I feel like doing. And so they basically made it so people had a hard time getting their stuff, and so I didn't even really care to get the PlayStation 5. I just didn't. But then the games came out and I was like, am I supposed to give a fuck now? Because what exactly are you selling me on when none of these games are good? Like I was not feeling it. I'm like, this is y'all, like, what am I buying this for? And they were still putting games on PlayStation 4. So I was like, there's really no need in me getting a 5 right now. And I have a PlayStation 4 Pro. So it's not like the oldest of the old. Like, so what I'm saying is, not to rant about PlayStation 5 in particular, but the fuck is that? I play TCM, right? And so that's the game that I'm going to, that and DBD, which is Dead by Daylight. Those two games to me are a good example of what I mean by players who get in their own way, and something I guess I could call like destructive enabling maybe. And destructive enabling, what I'm going to call is really going to signify players of particular communities deciding that their how they feel as an individual is better than the overall outcome and sustainability of the game that they play. And those two examples are really good for that because I see that so much. And I am somebody, I like to think I'm a foundationalist, right? When it comes to like how games are sort of balanced. And I try not to be the type of person that's going like say something that's going to ruin things for other people while also maintaining the sense of fun that I get from it. And so people I see lately have been like but also just in general, it feels like those two games have had systems of people who through maybe conscious effort and subconscious effort have made decisions, and they say certain little shit that really pisses me off because I'm like, why would you advocate for something like this in a game that you want to continue and you want to have a healthy ecosystem that keeps itself going. You don't want it to fall off a cliff just because you've been able to have your fun at the expense of somebody else not having their fun. And so when I say that, I'll start with this image of TCM, and it's just to give you a good image of what I mean by like what these games are, and and I'll explain what I mean by that, right? So as you can see here, let me turn my camera on. Yeah. Okay. So TCM, right? TCM is a 4v3 game. It's this to the right, 4v3. So you got your four, survivors right here. They're called victims in the game. It's 4 of them. And then you've got your 3 killers here at the bottom. This one is Leatherface. That is the big bad man. That's the guy that we already know, right? It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's Bubba, right? So you got them versus the 2 other people that you can, it's more people in the game, but the point is that it's 3 of them. They can be interchangeable, whoever it is in the game that they have, versus 4 victims, right? And so that's what an asymmetrical game is. It's not even on both sides. So as you can see, that already would lead to some issues. These motherfuckers already starting off on the wrong foot by saying, you know what, we're gonna go through the hard task of making a game that's somehow supposed to be even, where people are going against each other, but they don't have the same objective and they don't have the same strength or the same type of resources. They don't do the same thing. So that in and of itself is hard as fuck as is. And so what happens is, and I'll go into specifics about this game, but then there's DBD. There's DBD that is a 4v1, so even worse than 4v3. 4v1 with 4 survivors and a big bad killer that's on the opposite side, right? So now you can see how that would already lead to some issues on one side, right? It's like, well, you have to match, essentially, like theoretically, each individual on DBD side has to be equivalent to the power that can be exerted by the killer. It has to be some sort of way, whether you want to divvy that up and say each person has to be essentially, equated to 25% or not, because that's simple math. I'm not sure if that really works out in that exact way, but you just have to know that each person has to contribute to such a degree that each of these 4 does not overpower or is underpowered, versus the killer, right? And so that sort of dynamic exists within both. But there are some key differences that come with both of these games that make them very, very different to people that are playing these games and people that want to get into these games. As an ASIM, what exists is a very high skill floor in certain aspects. So what that means is you cannot just jump in these games and automatically just be good at them. if you will play DBD and you think, oh, I can just run through people as a killer, you will have a hard time. You're going to get teabagged at the exit gates, and you will be crying because you'll be wondering why people, the community is so toxic. And then if you try to go ahead and jump into the survivor, you're going to see that, oh shit, I'm playing with people who got 10,000 hours in the game. Why the fuck am I so bad? Why do I run into everything? Why do I vault slow and this and that? And, and so you're going to be hard pressed to find out that for both of these games, more so for more so for DBD on both sides, and then for the victim role, in my opinion, on the TCM side. And there's a reason why I don't say for killers on TCM. But you will be hard pressed to realize that it is a very high skill floor in general. Like the level by which you have to be to just be pretty good at the game is pretty high in both games for those positions. Now, the killer role typically is a little bit less than a survivor because the way the maps are set up is that you use more of the map as a victim or as a survivor, as a human character, than you do as a villain. And that's because you need to be able to figure out what it is you need in that map for you to survive as a victim. A killer can typically just sort of run by all of the individual resources that exist on that map. And so, for example, TCM, they have, crawl spaces and stuff like that for you to be able to escape and sort of put distance in between you and the people chasing you, right? So if you don't know where those are at, if you don't know how to quickly think on your toes and make sure that you're getting to those locations, you will die very quickly. And that is really doing the game a that is actually giving more credit than it's due, because that does not give you the full extent of what I mean by it's harder, because at the same time, there's a basement that you have to get out of to even get to that point of being able to be in the game, essentially. So you can end up in a situation where you're dying 15, 20 seconds into the game because a Leatherface is much better than you, and they kill you while you are in the basement still. So that is why I say victims and survivors typically need more at their disposal, because you never know exactly what that looks like. You never know like what each game is going to hold for you, and you never know who you're going up against and stuff like that. And so things change on the survivor side that will effectively change how you interact with the game each time. So to get into the point of what I mean though, is I see people getting on Reddit, on these forums and stuff like that, and they will say such stupid fucking shit, I swear to God. It pisses me off. It makes my butt itch that these people will get on these platforms and say stuff that is detrimental to the game. And I think I will go in there. I will sometimes, like when I was a part of those communities, I would go in there and I would sometimes type and be like, okay, I think this would be a good change for the game. And it's me laying out of like, this is a problem right now. And I'll give you a very specific example. In Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I play mainly, in both games, I play mainly the human role because I just don't enjoy playing killer. I think it's boring, but I don't try to make everything that I say be specifically for one side. But let's say I am a victim over here, right? Let's say I am, let me see if I can change this color, right? So let's say I'm a victim over here. Let's say I'm this person right here, right? I am playing this game to beat these three people here. Let's say I am being chased by Leatherface Big Daddy Boy over here. There is a mechanic in this game that allows Leatherface to do essentially a very big hit on the survivor. He can rev up his chainsaw and then hit you with a big swing that will knock you down. It will do effectively it depends on how much you have in your health stat, but it's very likely that it can kill you if you have not, like if you're a lower level or if you have not leveled up your health in the game. You can be one-shotted. Like it's insta dead. You are gone. You're dead. It doesn't matter. If they halfway know what they're doing and they hit you with that attack, which is not like some super move. Let me add that. It's not a super move. It is a basic attack type mechanic that he has and can use unlimited as long as he is present in the game. It's not some specialty that he has to activate. He just has to essentially rev the chainsaw up in a fashion that will let him go into that sort of mode of big swing time. Now, He can swing this chainsaw and one shot you. Insta. Like one mistake, you're done. And so what that but also if you have a high enough health stat, it may not kill you first, depending on where your health is at the point. It may not kill you. But the problem is they still want to give him the insta hit regardless. And so what will happen is, what the fuck is going on with my mic? So what will happen is they will have this situation where he will hit you, he will down you, and your character will be slow to get up. It will be an animation for you to get up. Okay, no big deal. It's a big hit. You take, I'm not dead. 80, 90% of my health is gone. I can live with that. I can run and try to find another place to go. All right? I get another shot to right my wrongs. I can run away. I've suffered the consequences of my health deteriorating, right? And there are chances that I could even bleed out further depending on like your perks and your setup and all that other stuff. So it's like, well, damn, but at least I get another shot. No, you don't. Because after you get hit that one time, he can hit you again before you get up. Before you get up, he can hit you again. Not by circumstance. Not because you didn't level something up. Everybody goes through the same animation of getting up after that hit. And the animation is slower than the rebound of Leatherface's attack to where he can swing at you again. Now, my problem with that is obvious. You shouldn't have an insta-kill in a game like this. It's animation heavy. It's very cinematic. If you play the game, you know what I'm saying. It's very cinematic. It's very animation heavy. And sometimes to its detriment. Sometimes that works against you if your internet is not that good, connection not that good, etc., etc. So you mean to tell me you have basically an insta-kill mechanic and then you turn around and say, well, you can circumvent it if you have X, Y, and Z. But at the same time, if I had X, Y, and Z, you still can end up dead because by the time you get up and survive that hit, he has the ability to swing multiple times thereafter. So it is an insta hit. It's not an insta hit, but it is an insta hit. Okay. Now, my advice would be, okay, well, that's fine. Give him the same damage. None of that shit matters to me. None of the same fucking damage matters to me. But what you need to do is change it to where he's not able to swing before I can get up at the very minimum. And so what I suggested was, Buddy just does like this sort of like victory scream because Bubba is a dumbass. We all know this, right? Bubba is an idiot. He's kind of mentally challenged. And so he's very underdeveloped and nobody really knows what's wrong with him. He's just weird, right? He doesn't speak. He can't form coherent sentences. And so it's like that is in the realm of what I would expect a man like him to do. So you should be able to like have this animation of him saying, scream, kind of gyrate and move his titties a little bit. And then after I've gotten up, then I run a little bit, then you can begin chasing me again. That way I get a few seconds of separation. It doesn't even have to be that long. I got replied to people, you're dumb. Oh, that's so stupid. That's dumb. Why would you do that? Why would you be able to do that? Well, Leatherface is supposed to be scary. He's supposed to be able to be strong and fast and blah, 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 powerful. It's his game. Shut the fuck up. In my opinion, I need you to shut the fuck up. Because why are you talking to me with some nonsense? Because to me, that's what I've just told you, what I've said to you is a very rational thing that exists for the health of this game. You should not be one-shotted for the health of this game. You should not have an animation so long that it doesn't even matter that you didn't kill me because I had no way of recovering after you hit me that first time. Why should you get another hit on me after that first big one? I made one mistake and I paid the price of 2 or 3 mistakes, depending on how many hits it takes for you to kill me again. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, why would you argue against your better wishes? I've said stuff in this game for DBD too. it's been a while since I played DBD because I said fuck this game. They made a lot of changes to this game that's really pissed me off. So I don't even play this game no more, really. But I've said a whole lot for this game in terms of perks and layouts of maps and killers and all this other stuff. And I get the usual feedback of players being in their own way and feeling like because they play one side or the other, that they get the precedent. They get the princess treatment of saying, no, they should cater to me. I should be able to have the unfiltered fun that I wish to have, and you should shut the fuck up about it, because you wanting something to be fair in a general sense is not gonna work for me. That's why I don't get it, right? And so that's what I wanted to talk about with this, is like you're not making sense. And I wish gamers, because TCM has already died because of stuff like that, because they put stuff in the game that was detrimental to its health, and now the shit's dead within 2 years. You know? And that's what I'm saying, is like players are a part of that because they get online and they start yapping and talking and crying about little shit. And I'm like, bro, y'all are complaining about a particular like perk or this or that, and the rest of the game is shitty. Like you're complaining about this when you're complaining about perks when the hitboxes in this game are trash. I'm getting hit from a mile away. I'm getting ghost hits on my back. You're complaining about this when the servers are inconsistent. You're complaining about this when you can't even, you know, make it to a safe place that you're supposed to be able to make it, to make that distance and separate yourself. But you want to cry about this little small thing that's all the way up here in the pyramid of needs. And that's why I just, you know, I get so sick of that shit, bro. That's partially like, it just makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. So, you know, that's one of the things, like, I don't want to talk too much longer on that shit, but that's what made me mad, was like, why are people constantly getting in their own way to enable bad decisions? And then when these developers end up making some stupid move, doing something that harms the rest of the game's future, now all of a sudden y'all mad. Now all of a sudden you want to tuck tail and be like, oh man, the developers suck. No, you suck. You shouldn't have been doing that. You shouldn't have been telling them, you know, oh no, you should make this person unstoppable. I should be able to shut the fuck up. And that's the reason why they don't like y'all now. Because y'all constantly crying about little dumb shit and you're not telling them how to fix the foundation. Such is life. That's probably what a lot of what we gonna see these days, is people talking about some stuff that ain't even really, like, shouldn't be pissing me off, bro. Holy. That's enough about that. Fuck it. That didn't piss me off. Look, just a side note, I have found out that this man here, the freaky ass uncle, right? I found out that apparently this man is on Megan's list. Is it Megan's list? Something like that, right? Megan's list. Megan's Law. And if you don't know what that is, basically the man is apparently, allegedly, an offender, an S offender, and I did not know that. And he be on Instagram, like, people are always wondering what he's doing, and he's like, because he's constantly talking about, oh, you Puerto Rican bitch, I'm gonna fuck you, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you. Why don't you put some panties in your booty and I'm gonna come eat them out? Like, he say some wild ass shit, I swear. So I you know, that's, you know, that's him. I don't know.
Tongue. So you need to get rid of the toys and let Dr. Tongue take care of you, okay? Ladies, my name is Dr. Tongue.
Yeah, I had to see that, so you had to see that too, okay? Thank me later. Really what I wanted to show y'all was these 4 videos here. And it's, what's this? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I wanted these 4 videos right here, not so much this one.
He pulled out my pants, touched my testicles. They like eased down and they put their hands right between my butt. He pulled my drawers down and dug in my record.
I don't know what was going on with them. Apparently, I don't even know what that was, but I just thought that was kind of weird. Anywho, what I wanted to start off with was this video right here. with this. This is an animation. Some of you may have already seen this, but what I want to get into with this is that it's a conversation around not just anime, but like animation in general. I think like it's got a lot to do with anime, but anime in general. And so watch this one and then these other three, and I had something to say about each one. So let me see.
王者的世界已然临近，危机马上就会接踵而至。这一次，我绝不会袖手旁观。
One more time.
王者的世界已然临近，危机马上就会接踵而至。这一次，我绝不会袖手旁观。
Okay, see, and like, okay, what I got from this, right, is that obviously this is something in like Mandarin, right? So it's from China. Now, what I wanted to talk about with this, right, is that as you can see in this video, there's a lot of this is a part of like art. Obviously, you can talk about the colors and stuff like that as well. So the very specific, choice and color and how that works. But more so, what I wanted to talk about was just the fluidity of these motions and the fact that it's very specific in terms of what they wanted to do with this and how they wanted to convey it. So, like, what I was going to think about was that, to me, this is always my opinions, right? Is that from what I've seen is that anime in general, Japanese anime, for whatever reason. Now, part of this is going to be because of some underlying things that comes with their society. And so like right now they're going through a lot. They're protesting, immigration, and they are worried about their country, the housing shortage, not housing shortage. What is it? The abandoned houses. So they have abandoned houses. They have a baby shortage. They're not having kids as much as they used to. Their population is going to decline. The existing population is getting older, and all of these things that they're worried about as a society. Their work environments, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So they have all these things that they're consciously like looking at right now, and so that sort of takes precedence over all of the other stuff that they have on their plate at the moment. Now, what that means is that unfortunately, they sort of go to work each day and they can't really invest themselves that I think they would really like to, because a lot of this stuff like this that's on the screen is usually stuff that is independent work. I've seen a lot of good independent animation. I've seen I think it was a Bakugo versus Asta. I think it was something like that. And it was a fight between Bakugo and Asta or some characters like that. And it was dope. Like they were doing hand-to-hand combat. The fluidity was great. It was made by like one person, and the shots and the perspectives that he used for that was dope. It was really great. Like it was undeniably very, very good. I don't have it right now, but I still think about it because of just how good it looked, right? And so I'm like, well, if one person can make this, albeit they'll say it'll take them a while, but if one person can do this, think about what happens when a team of people really commit themselves to doing something like that too. And I always got to give the nuance of I'm not always talking about every single title because, like I said, I know this is very time intensive, but you have to think like for those big titles, sometimes it's good to make that power move and then essentially read between the panels. If you're going to make a show based on a manga and it's not, an original, you have a blueprint already built for you. You have something to be able to look to in terms of what perspective should be where and when. So all it is for you, like a job for you is to figure out what's in between those panels. So when you are, going into that show, and you are trying to decide like, what exactly is this character going to do in between this pose and this pose? You have to, that's a part of assessing the character. It also goes back into the 6 keys, as I was saying before, is that it's a part of assessing the character, and it's a part of the adaptation, it's a part of the art. Like it starts going into all of these different categories at one time. That's also a part of the back end, because you're doing a lot of the work before you start animating it. And so it goes into this idea of, well, do you want to portray these characters as unique individuals? Do you want to portray this scene as something that is going to stand out for this title? If the answer is yes to both of those, then you need to make those decisions like this, where these people are doing things and the perspective is being shown to give them aura, to give them that separation. If y'all are just on here constantly making the same decisions over and over again by having the same, like, you know, format of the way you're setting up each fight scene, fight pose, etc., how are you expecting that title to stand out? How are you expecting to give aura? How are you expecting for characters to really, you know, make a stamp in the industry if you don't do stuff like this? You don't make sure that you are putting your all in between those panels and making it so that whatever is being shown is like, wow, like people have to just sit back and say, damn, like they really did that. Like, you know, I read the manga and it only went from this to this, and they did all of this in between that. They did like this little ball right here using the jingle of that as well. I think that's dope. You feel me? And I think like you really just have to decide as a studio, as a publisher, as a country even, like, what do we want to be? How do we want to move this industry forward? Like I said before, is anime, if anime were just one thing that they did, if it were just it was just one thing that they sort of dabbled into, this really wouldn't be a conversation. But because anime is so entrenched in their society, they have statues of Oda in his hometown. They got like signs and statues up of the creator of AOT in his hometown. Like, these people, whenever they have somebody really big come out of their city, their town, whatever, they make sure that they give them their recognition. They make sure they give them their recognition as a like a public figure. You feel me? And so it's like y'all have that so deep into your society, but y'all are still, for the most part, for most shows, staying the same way that you have before. And just see how they've been able to really emphasize this little bell in this scene, and the aura, like just that motion of the sun, all of that shit is crazy, you know? And so we just got to realize, like, you don't have to do this with every title, but once you get to that title that's really big, your solo levelings, your free runs, etc., like, you need to make sure that you are hitting it out the park. You need to make sure that time goes into those scenes to separate characters, to separate those scenes. And that goes back into impact scenes, stuff where people are really doing their best to make sure that people realize what the emphasis of that scene was. If you're going to introduce a character who's going to be a big bad man, and he's going to, you know, kill a couple of your main characters, and he's going to, you know, fight, you know, somebody in the end, is going to be this huge battle. Well, you need to set him up. You need to make sure you are building him up before that. Stop with these villains who just show up and they just say, hey, I'm villain number 4. And now all of a sudden you just like, yeah, why don't you care about this final battle? Why is our viewership dropping each episode? Because you're not giving the people what they want. You're not showing the tension. You're not keeping their attention by making sure that they have somebody to love and somebody to hate. You cannot keep just doing the same stuff of like, oh, well, I'm posed as a villain, so you got to treat me like one. It don't work like that. It doesn't. I promise. People don't respect that. So it's like, at the end of the day, bro, like, it's up to them, you know, as always. But I'm just saying, China does this, and I think China does this type of stuff better, where they are willing to do the hard stuff in the animation. If China ever decides to, like, China is moving in a lot of ways right now, like, not even just in animation. If they decide we want a bigger market share of animation in general, and they come into the anime space and not just like what they've been doing in like the 3D animation. By 3D I mean like those figures where they're like They're like meant to look realistic. 3D animation. So not like To Be Hero X. I mean stuff like this, where like the people look realistic and they got like, you know, stuff like this, right? So whenever they have, you know, little scenes like this and, you know, characters like that, whenever they, if they're not just talking about stuff like this and they want to move into stuff like, what was it? Supercube. If they want to do more Supercube stuff, but then they just decide like, okay, bet we're gonna get some good authors to come in here and make an original with us. We're gonna have our animators do it up to the nines, and now we're gonna combine our good animators with this, you know, these great storytellers, and then try to just do that over and over again. They have the money, they got the manpower, they got all that shit to do that. What if they decide, okay, like, and I don't know if they have a deal with, if there is any like exclusivity deals in play when it comes to like webtoons and tapas and any of those other like web comic sort of websites or novel websites, light novel websites, wherever people read that stuff. I don't know if they have an exclusivity deal with any of those, but what I do know is if there isn't one, and China decides like, hey, why don't we make one? Why don't we get some of that going? Japan is going to be even more in trouble, because you're going to be dealing with a country and companies that are moving in a way where they are going to start curling off parts of the market that you cannot touch, because they're going to go to Webtoon and say, okay, look, we can make this, you know, blah, 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 blah. We want this. We can do this with it, blah, blah, blah. They are going to offer, if they offer themselves up to these authors, if China offers themselves up to these authors who are on Webtoons, who are on Tapas, etc., and they say, well, we want to be a part of the list in making the show or making this title, let's be in negotiations. And those people look at their track record and see that they've made Supercube, they see they've made other dope animation in 2D and stuff like that. They just need the good story to put behind it. You're in trouble. You're in trouble, because they have the manpower, they have the money, they have those resources to be able to outdo you in the amount of time, the amount of effort, etc., amount of hands they can put on a particular project. So you as a country, you as an industry, you have to stand out. You cannot keep doing the same stuff over and over and over again. That is why I talk with such fervence in my voice, because you cannot keep doing the same shit with these titles and think you can just continue to make the same isekais, you can make the same magic stuff, do 1-2 seasons with it, kind of be okay, do some little magic lights, and everything is going to be okay. China is on your ass. They are on you. They are down your throat. So they're coming for, they might be on you, at least at the very minimum they might be. So I'm saying, if you care, you have to realize they will get better. Like, mind you, a couple years ago, people were not checking for Chinese animation. They weren't. A couple years ago, they were not checking. Before Supercube, before To Be Hero X, before, I don't know, what is it? Fog of the five Hill Elements, something like that. Fog of the Five Elements. I'm pretty sure this is Chinese. Right? Ain't this Chinese? Yeah. So before Fog of the Five Elements is Fog Hill of Five. Okay. Before Fog Hill of Five Elements, before Link Click, before what was his name? Something like that, right? This right here, Hitori no Shita, the Outcast, right? So this is also Chinese. Before this as well, you may have seen this fight right here with these two, right? You may have seen this girl before. Before this, before Link Click, before Fog of the Five Elements, or however you say it, they were not checking for them for real. Like, I promise, people do not really like Chinese animation because of they don't like the voices. They don't like the the intonation of the Chinese or Mandarin language, because it sort of sticks together. Like a lot of the words that people cannot really even sort of separate, into like separate things, right? Because there's a lot of like a lot of words that sound very similar. They just have like a tonal difference, And so because Japanese is just a tad bit closer to English in that they even have some loan words and stuff like that, but they also have like a very similar syllable structure, right? And where we have like ka, like the K sound, ka, ta, la, and all of their words are sort of sonically similar to English, obviously not formatted the same way, but they're formatted, so when they say soka, right? That's not like unheard of in the sound registry of English. Does that make sense? So albeit we don't have something that's called soka. That's not anything in the English language. You have the word so, and then you could say that the word ka can be in some other word, cup, or so it's very similar sonically. People don't like that really for Chinese animations when it's in their language. But if they decide to dub it like they did with these other shows and into Japanese, into English, what the fuck are you doing? Into Japanese, into English, into French, and whatever else, you're fucked. You're fucked. Because what's stopping them? They already do animation on a general clip at a crazy level. Like if you've seen Supercube, if you've seen oh, sorry, I even forgot about this shit myself. Like, I mean, it's new, but obviously this is a big deal now. Right? Like Lord of Mysteries is what people are really loving right now. And the amount of aura that they had even in the trailer for this show, like it people were like, damn, yep, I know it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good. But then look, they turned around and did something like this with look. They gave one of the biggest titles. The beginning after the end was literally in people's top 3 of all time. A lot of people's top 3 of all time in storytelling, world building, etc. Top 3, and they gave it to Studio ACAT. Let's for a second look at Studio ACAT's projects. Let's see what the fuck these people they made, bro. Before that, they had The Strongest Magician in the Demon Lord's Army Was a Human. It's a decent show narratively, but I've seen this show. It is not that good. It is not that good in terms of like its show of like animation, right? And then they had what I've seen. I think I've seen part of this show. I've somehow gotten stronger when I improved my farm-related skills. Like I've seen part of that. It bored me to fucking death. Battle game in 5 seconds. Also seen this. Not that good. At the very end, they had a random dude that it was like half 2D, half 3D. Shit was crazy. Oh my God. What are even all these other titles? What are these? Who's I feel like I've seen this before. I don't know. This shit's trash. Like, I'm just saying, like, who the fuck has heard of half of these? What is this? It's a 4.85. When did this even come out? What is this called? Frame Arms? A Violent Struggle? Bro, struggle your way out of my sight. Get out of here. What? Mama Nickel? Bro, get me the fuck out of here. Who the fuck? And then you gave them T-Bait? Oh, way. Oh, way. Because why would you do that? Of all titles, they gave this man a list and said, here, pick one from this. He chose ACAT. So that means the rest of those people were garbage. That means the rest of them, if he chose ACAT out of all of those, that means they gave him some shitters. They gave him some stinky poos, some stinkers. The rest of that list had to make me, it would have made me throw up and probably out of both ends, because that is not acceptable for a title of that stature. Now, this is the problem, okay? This is why I have, like, because this looks cool. Imagine this scene, but in a show that is has a good story. It's got other accompanying scenes that are also equally as like cool. Imagine that, right? When do they ever play with perspective like this? You know, this is the really cool aspect of independent animation that somehow gets lost when they go to studios. Somehow perspective like this gets crazy. Like we lose the ability to learn how to farm. How do you not know how to aura farm with characters no more? How do you not know how to show like the full body animation, the full scope of the anatomy of somebody running when you're trying to show velocity, motion? Like I'm lost for words. Let me see if I can find it's a particular scene of a particular show. 20 women versus 1 anime man. Why do they say anime men? Why wouldn't it be anime man? I know they're like a group apparently, but like I'm just saying. I want to be a part of that shit. I'm just saying, Why the fuck am I right here? I made it. I'm on the front page. Now it's probably just because my account. They just trying to make me feel better. Like, let me see. What was I gonna do? Okay, it's Ubel Blatt. I fucking hate this show. Mind you, this man's name is spelled like this, Coinzel, but they call him Cainzel. I don't know what's up with it, but hey, Final Showdown. This may be it.
Soda.
Is this it? It is it. Okay, look. Let me tell you something. Look at. Oh God, this shit's trash. Like, the rest of this show is like, I like the environment. I like the color. Like, I like how dark it is. I'll tell you a little side note. I don't know how y'all feel about this, but I think, in my opinion, a good sign of a good mystery is it's dark. And not just the tone, but the actual colors. Like, mysteries can be good in the daytime, but it usually has a different vibe. I'm a fan of dark mysteries where it's actually dark outside. Most of the show takes place at night. That may be kind of crazy, but I think nighttime really brings out the actual wonder in a show. That may be crazy to say though, but I think, if you have a mystery, you have something that you're trying to bring tension to it being at night, it's easier to pull tension because that's just kind of what nighttime does. If it's in the daytime, it'll be kind of like Knives Out is something like that, but they like it's in the daytime and stuff like that, but it'll have a different vibe than what I'm talking about. So this is Ubel Blatt. I'm gonna tell you right the fuck now. Not a single fight in this show is going to look like what I'm about to show you. And it's not the whole fight. It's a very particular subset of this fight. So this fight has a scene in it that looks kind of ufotable-ish. I'm being so serious. Like, it looks kind of ufotable like. And I was like, damn, if they did this the rest of the show, we wouldn't even, we would have been having a different conversation here. But they didn't do that. So let me see. Hold on. Like, ugh. Whole lot of talking, whole lot of yapping, whole lot of just steel frames with them just sort of zooming out of it, panning outwards. Oh gosh. Like, I'm gonna contrast this with Demon Slayer just in a second. Look. This is not it yet, by the way. This is not it. But you see a lot of slow motion stuff? Look! Oh, they cut through it. Damn! Oh, shit. Why the fuck you do that? Okay, hold on. No, they missed it. You bitches. Ugh, you see this like jump cut shit right here? That right there? They love doing that slow motion shit. I tell you, bro. Look. That really doesn't do it justice. Oh man. Yeah, it kind of doesn't do it justice. I'll just say, go watch this. It's episode 12. It's like their final fight. You can kind of scrub through it because it doesn't really show it, and I don't think I'll be able to like show it on here. Will I?
Episode 1 થી શરૂ.
Nah. Explained. Nah, I'm cool. Thank you though. I don't want you to explain it to me. But yeah, like go watch episode 12 and just look at their final battle. And it's when he does this particular attack, like he's basically just like ending the fight with this attack, right? So you'll be able to see it once his hair glows like this because he's an elf and so he gets charged up by the moon. So what I say is that like just kind of see that sort of thing, and then we're gonna when you contrast it with Demon Slayer. Then hold on, man, it's almost 9 o'clock. Let me shit, dude. Hold on, okay. Okay. Just like look. Look at that perspective, right? They're keeping action going. Run, run, run. Keep, blow after blow after blow. Going from building to building to building. They're busting through building over here. They're going over here. Like, swinging. Look. They're keeping the tension on it. Look, explosions. You're seeing perspective. It's sort of zooming in around them. So you're seeing where they're at. They're in a destroyed battlefield, right? What used to be a town with buildings all around them, now it's just rubble surrounding them, right? Most shows don't even do this. They don't even show you this. You see how it's like this circular motion that they're sort of swinging around you? They don't even do that. They will zoom it in and keep it. They will keep it on like their torsos. That's it. Look at this. They're showing you perspective, Tanjiro's perspective of seeing them from that angle, and they're fighting right here, and he's right next to him, running, right? You see the buildings behind him. You see how cinematic this looks. Most people are scared to even make fire, even look this real. The environment just sort of looks very tense. It's not like super bright. There's something called There's something in shows that you may be able to see. It's usually in like general rom-coms and stuff like that. And I call it being fried. It's when they make the screen bright as fuck and everything on it is like whitewashed. Like they put a backlight smack dab on that shit and said, yeah, turn that bitch up to 100. Because why is it so bright? Why is the sky blue but it's damn near white because you are blinding me? But look at this shit. Look at all the tension, the blows, the exchanges, the fact that you can see the environment around them. That's not normal. And I say that's not normal because most people just don't do it. Ufotable has the ability. They've said, hey, we can give you a good product, but we're gonna take a minute to do it. And they said, okay, we can do that. And guess what? They've reaped the benefits by giving them the time to finish what they want to do. These other people be trying to get that shit out in a year and a half, and you're not working on it until the season's even over, Like you can't afford to be a demon slayer. Everybody's not gonna be a demon slayer. So some of y'all need to start working differently and make the season preemptively if you think you got something good. If you don't, why the fuck is you making it in the first place? If you don't believe in the title that you're making, why are you making it? And this is not for everybody. This is for the ones that can really make the money. So I'm not talking about like the generic rom-com. You're not gonna make $600 million on a movie, just from some generic, manga. Like it's just not gonna work. I'm sorry, but if you got a Demon Slayer, if you got a JJK, if you got a Chainsaw Man or a whatever else you think can make some money, that's different. But I'm just saying, look at the tension that they keep. See, different perspectives. They keep the tension on it. You feel me? Look. Then they switch perspectives and show you Daki and Zenitsu and this is what I'm talking about, brother. They are keeping their foot on the gas in this fight. Other people just feel like, oh yeah, let me take a break and just do some monologue in the character's head. Let me, take a break from this and go somewhere else and show two people just talking so we don't have to animate half of the fight. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's the shit that be pissing me off with that. Look. Okay, I'll go to this one. So this is like a little funny video. It's like a little skit. I'm gonna stop talking about the anime thing for now. I'm gonna come back to that some other day. But this is like a little skit, and basically, it's about like social media. I'll just play it for you.
You nigga, you take all my fucking views. I spark a stream, my #1 fans, they be in your shit. Nigga, I can't eat, bro. I've been at 7 subs, 7 months straight. At this rate, I will never be great. Kyle, this your last mouthfeel-thon, and after this, nigga, don't turn on that start streaming button. I ain't playing with you, nigga. Streamer, I don't like you, nigga. You take all my fucking views. I spark a stream, my #1 fans, they be in your shit. Nigga, I can't eat, bro. I've been at 7 subs, 7 months straight. At this rate, I will never be great. Kyle, this your last mouthfeel-thon, and after this, nigga, don't turn on that start streaming button. I ain't playing with you, nigga. Streamer.
So look, what I want to say about that is kind of crazy because it is a conversation. I think because as we all know, I'm a new streamer as well. I've been streaming I don't even know, a couple weeks at this point. A month now. I don't even remember. I have no clue. So what I'm saying, this is just a skit, and so this is not really about them in particular. But what I think is kind of interesting about this conversation is that it is that's something to be said, is that it's really not you really have nobody to blame with situations like this, except for maybe the platform or something like that. Because even though people would see Kai or other big streamers and be like, damn, y'all get all this, I'm not able to get this, and I'm stuck in this and that sort of pocket, which is true. Sometimes you can get stuck in that. I imagine I may get stuck in that. I have no clue. Since I just started, I don't know what works for me just yet. But these people, I imagine it would be very tough, because Twitch is very top heavy, as a lot of people will tell you, is that it's very hard to get past a certain point. And to sort of break out of certain little plateaus that you may get to, because Twitch doesn't really have a good discoverability feature. It's real hard. It's real top heavy. Most of the people are not going to scroll, kind of like Google front pages and shit. You're not going to go to the front page. You're not going to go to Google and jump straight to the 8th, 9th, 10th page on Google of their results. You're just not going to do that. So that's kind of how Twitch is that you're not gonna start exploring 100 people down to be able to find their stream, and so you kind of need that discoverability of them coming specifically to see you, or you have to be entrenched in their mind so much now that it feels like a no-brainer. They feel like they know you, so you kind of got to build up parasocial relationships with people, very almost to even get them to come to your stream now, because of the way it's set up. Because what I was saying before is that we're in interest media, and so people I was just watching Stacks earlier today, Stacks Wapo, So it's like I'll be watching him, but in general, you got to remember there's a lot of people that like now the streamers and YouTubers will talk about how like 75 or greater percentage of the people that watch them aren't subbed. And that's because people don't feel the need to sub no more because of the way these algorithms have changed. People do not even need to sub because half the people not even half, 98% of the people that I'm subbed to right now, I've had the same YouTube account because it's on my email, my like just regular email. I've had that same YouTube account for over a decade at this point. And so I've subbed to a lot of people at this point, but I don't see a majority of them on my page ever. Most of the people I see are random. I've never heard of them before seeing their face on that thumbnail when I see that video. But then I don't see half the people I've actually chosen to sub to and want to see more of, And so like you will end up in this situation, and I'm trying to like prepare myself and sort of diversify my content, what I'm going to do myself. And sort of planning for that because it is hard. I imagine it is very tough to break out of this, like smaller viewership and stuff like that. If people sort of just bouncing from their favorite streamer or somebody that they've come to that platform for and then go to you and then stay in your stream, that's even harder to do. So your conversion of, somebody coming in and seeing you is very low in general. And then when they may not be able to find you, it's even worse. And so, but it's like, I wouldn't even blame people like Kai or XQC or Hassan or, Summit or, et cetera. Like they've just been doing this a long time. And so it's not even the system that they created. They don't make Twitch. They're not the reason why it's like that. They've just found success in being themselves and having the content, making people laugh and entertain. And they've just reaped the benefits of that. And, there's just no, like, it's not like they're billionaires who are, specifically doing something in the way of, keeping other people down or making, or, sort of the policy that they make, keeps other people not as rich as them. They don't make that. So it's a hard conversation, but at the same time, it's just, you got to just do your best. And I'm kind of teaching, but also talking to myself at this point. Of just, you got to do your best in diversifying yourself and not really being afraid of being on camera. And that's something that I got to learn myself personally because, like I said before, I do not, like before I started trying to stream and like before I made my TikTok and this stream platform and all that stuff, I haven't been on camera in like 7 years besides like one photo maybe. I do not take pictures. I do not take videos. And so now I'm having to get out of that and go like spend time, make a script or make content, edit the content and all that stuff. And so I'm having to learn that shit too, And so, but you got to just like get with, how these programs operate, you feel me? And so like, it's tough, especially when you're like a IRL streamer, because there's a lot of people that can do what you do. Like they can just go out to the clubs, be in Miami, talk to girls, etc. And so it's hard to really get that traction. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to do is like really, separate myself, but also be in multiple things so people can kind of see that I'm not just one thing. I can talk about anime, sure, but at the same time, like I got a lot of other parts we could talk about. You feel me? So that's what I think. I know it's just social media is just kind of weird now for real in general. I guess I can come back to these other videos tomorrow because I do want to jump into a game. But yeah, like that's just really what I want to talk about today. I don't really know. I don't know. I've been having some little, I'm just, doing my thing, trying to like diversify. So what can I play today? What's this? What is this? Lost Soul Aside. I'm not entirely sure what this is. I don't remember. Oh, okay. I'm cool on that. We'll play that some other time. Let's go to schedule 1. Oh my god. Schedule. Okay. So this is the one where you basically, more drug types and ingredients. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. BTB. You're a small-time drug dealer from the South in a fresh town with no cash, no product, and no contacts. You only know one way to make money. Time to get to work. Better sell that ass. What was I gonna do? I forgot. I had to do something. What the fuck? I didn't forgot what I was supposed to be doing. I didn't open this shit and got amnesia all of a sudden. Am I crazy? Holy, I don't even remember what the fuck I was doing. Am I cooked? Damn! Bro. Now, who told these people to make this nigga look like a damn clay monster? Holy, he looks so dry. Male one. Oh, shit. You be testing the product for real. Hi, how are you? Oh, let's make him tubby. Damn. Okay. You. Damn. Oh no, you kind of. Let's make him tubby. Furk it. Why do I keep changing this shit? I don't know. Something about this shit. Oh well. Hi, how are you? Okay, not that big. You're gonna be kind of. Yeah. Fuck. A low bun? Can you not turn around? I'm trying to see that ass. Oh, hell no. Let's go with the baldy. White hair? We're gonna make him grampy? Blue hair? Is he a liberal? I'm sorry. That was a bad joke. Oh, it's like this. Fuck it! Then you got a helmet on. Why like you got a sticker on the back of your head? That's crazy. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Face neutral. Slight grin, smug, agitated. Yeah, you're kind of grumpy, old man. Let's do that. Goatee, stubble. Let me see. You look kind of like a broke ass Walter White. You know, let's go with that one. Fuck. Wrinkles. You are kind of old. I think that would be kind of. Well, I don't see anything. Where are you wrinkly at? Holy shit. Is this for your balls or something? Wrinkles where? Oh, on his forehead. Oh. freckles, sir. Again, where are the? You know what? Let's just go to the wrinkles. You are old. Yes, sir. Eyeball color. Yellow. He's got jaundice. Damn. You look like a fish. Holy. We want him to look high, but not too high. Like this. We'll keep it the same. Pupil dilation. Damn, you look creepy as hell. He like, can I come in? Now you look like you just, I mean, brother, you look like you are looking at molecules right now. He look like, what's a dude? Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can find that shit, bro. Oh, shit. That's not even, I mean, he looked like him, but not really. I was gonna say he looked like this dude. Well, it's not him, but you know, real similar to that. You know, same energy. You feel me? It was a dude in particular. I cannot remember what his name was though. We'll go with this one. Upper eyelid resting position. Oh shit! Well, now you look sleepy. Oh my goodness, you look like you've seen some things. Look like little dirt. Now you look a little bit at ease like that. Let's look at that. Yeah. Oh shit. Your eyes gonna dry out like that, my boy. Now you look like Squidward. Yeah. You look a little sleepy, but that's okay. You're just a little hungry is all. Eyebrow thickness. Do we want to make him super thick? Yeah, make him a little. We'll make you a little thick. Eyebrow resting height. Yeah, raise him up just a tad. Resting angle. That's fine. T-shirt, jeans, cargo pants. Okay, capris. I don't know how the overalls. Oh shit, Billy Bob, we're in business. You're like my Uncle Elroy. V-neck? Nah. Button shirt? Flannel shirt. Wow. Your legs look like... Oh, shit. His legs look like Black and Mild. How apt for this game. Look like some big-ass blunts. Do we want to go with the... Do we want him to look normal? We'll go with the overalls. I think that'll match. Let's go with that. Sandals, hiking boots, dress shoes. They don't look like dress shoes. What the fuck? Look like socks. Ooh, boy, clean with it. Should we go with the red? Fuck it. Go with the red Octobers on them. T-shirt. Hell no. Ain't coming through like that. That's weak. We got the red Octobers on. My boy, you set. Let's get it. You want the cap? Granddaddy? Flat cap, the bucket hat, the cowboy hat, or the pork pie hat. Nah. Let's give his ass the Grandpappy. Listen to me. I'll make you the flyest man in the West, okay? See? Bucket hat. No, that ain't for you, Pappy. So you know your hair is sticking out the back of that shit. Let's go with this. Okay. Glasses? Nah. I'll give him those. Red frames? Is he... Oh, he kind of slick with it. Let's give him like an accompanying color. You know, something kind of slick. Ooh. Yellow with the gold frames. Hey! Okay. Yes, sir. Man, that nigga's about to get fucked up. Okay, we can run. Getting started. Open your phone. Press tab. Read your messages. Okay. Unknown. I've heard you're in some trouble. Best not to talk over. Best not to talk over your mobile phone. Go find a payphone. A payphone. They still do that? Get started. Talk to UN at a payphone. Oh, right here. Spaghetti and meatballs. Uncle Nelson. Hey, buddy. Uncle? How old are you? Hey, buddy. Looks like you're in a bit of trouble. Looking for you. Your favorite incarcerated uncle can give you a hand. I don't need your advice. You're going to get my ass locked up with you. Back before I was in the big house, I used to live out there in Highland Point. Not the nicest town around, but plenty of opportunity for a drive-through. For a drive-by. For a drug dealer. Plenty of opportunity for a... I don't know. But plenty of opportunity for a drug deal. To drug someone in your line of work. There's probably some of my cash stashed not far from you. It isn't much, but it should be enough to get you going. You can find it near the skate park. There's a compass at the top of your screen and show you a waypoint. Okay. Okay. Where is it? This way. In here? Yep. Damn, $375. Thank you, Uncle. Shit. Cash me out. Talk to the manager in a motel office. Parkour! Sorry. This way? Yep. Oh, damn! You couldn't even open this shit? You just gonna pop out in front of me? I almost slapped your ass. I like to rent a room. $75 for the week. Thank you. You're in room 1, closest to the office. Where that shit at? Oh, damn, this way. Check out your motel room. Why the fuck did I go all the way over here and my motel room is all the way down here? It says available in full game. What the fuck? Am I stupid? So I can't go to the motel? Is that what you're telling me? What? What? Okay. Am I stupid or am I stupid? Yeah, I guess it's telling me fuck you. Brother, what? Damn, I don't know. What y'all want me to do in this game? Hello? What's good, shorty? Just here to confiscate a few things. Okay, never mind. What can I do for you? Apparently, you can't do shit in this game. Ain't nobody even working right now. Hey, take my order. Damn, you on break?
Oh, dude.
To move a custom mount, right click, drag an item, and scroll to change the amount. I'm such a dumbass. Cause what? Okay, it said check out my motel room, right? But then it said like I'm not even able to even go in there. Damn. I did all of this just to make a character and do nothing. I sure hope I don't look stupid doing this. Fuck it. Damn, I can't even go to my... Oh, I guess it's like that. Damn. I mean, but what exactly am I supposed to be doing if I can't figure out what the fuck to do? I don't have shit. Damn, y'all gotta stop popping up on me like that. Okay, y'all have nothing for me. Oh. Damn! Why? Okay, I'm stupid. No, but like, bro, the fact that it had that shit like my waypoint going that way, I was like, you've gotta be kidding me. I mean, I couldn't go to sleep anyway. Can't do shit regardless. Oh hell no. What is this stupid shit? Why can't I see his balls? Mind you, it says use control. Control don't even work. Holy. Are we sure those are balls and not like just lips hanging? Either way I go, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. Oh, okay. Talk to Uncle Nelson at a payphone. That probably looked super stupid to me, I bet. What's up, Unc? You got the room? Good. Now head to the hardware store and grab a grow tent, soil, and watering can. You trying to hide a body or something, big man? So what the fuck was my waypoint doing going this way? You know what? What's good, my boy? Hello there, what can I do for you? What do I need? Soil. Grow tent. Damn! That's expensive! What? Oh. I gotta do, okay, let's see. Mandatory curfew. What? Fuck you. Visit an ATM to deposit cash. So I gotta, yep. It's curfew, bitch. Go back home. No! No! Damn. You close at 8 o'clock? What a shitty business. What the fuck you gonna do? I'm in the bushes. You can't see me. Yeah, you ain't shit. Time to sleepy poo. Street rat 1. I ain't nobody seeing what I got going on here. Fuck that. I don't pay the electricity. Okay. And that idiot better be open. Can I go over here? Cheap. $500. Come talk. Room for sale. I don't know. Is that a dildo? Oh, it's a bong. Okay. Didn't I wake up at 7 a.m.? What the fuck is going on? 6 a.m.? Oh, I can punch? Get out the car. Now, what the fuck am I supposed to do? They said that shit up. It said waking up at 7 a.m., did it not? Am I a dumbass? I ask myself that all the time. Oh, okay. Music kind of bumping. Bro. So why would they? Oh shit! Why would you let me pick this up? Cash for trash? $4? Man, that's kind of good though. $4 for 2 cans? That's crazy. Usually it's like 50 cents. Or actually not even 50, probably like 5. Yeah, this bitch ain't open no more, so I mean, I guess I gotta wait. I don't know what they want me to do now. They say he opened at 6 a.m., but I said I was waking up at 7. But apparently 7 don't come after 6. Should I have done that? Oh well. $9. Yippee! My lucky day. Bro, is this game broken? Am I stupid? Why is he shaking like that? He's fiending. Oh, it's because he's glitching. Somebody's stash is over here to my left. I don't owe you nothing. I don't even know what's going on right now. Like, I have no clue. I'm literally being a janitor right now. Like, trying to get this man to hurry the hell up. Like, shut up. Like, how are you not here? Is it a Sunday? Like, I have no waypoints. This is crazy of a demo. Like, to have like nothing for me to do right now. Okay. I'm stuck. Didn't do anything. Okay. Hello? Alright. Fuck it! Fuck it! Gotta start the BTB over again. Okay. Yeah, skip this shit. I don't think that does anything at this point. I did all that for Grandpappy. And okay, we're gonna make this quick. Is that the skin tone I had? Or is it this? Yeah, okay. He was balding, he had the white hair. Boom. We're gonna give him, he's grumpy, so we're gonna make him pout. He had the goatee, he had the wrinkles, we turned them bitches up. And we had the eye color, yeah. Closed his eyes just a little bit. Yeah, like that. Yeah. bit. We gave him the flannel because he's fly with it. Gave him the overalls. Shee. We gave him the dress shoes. Oh, the boots kind of cold with it though. Yes, sir. And we gave him the cowboy hat. That was it black? I don't know. I don't care. And we got the frames. We had them hoes, the gold and sheesh, just like that. Okay. Yeah. Shut up, talking too damn much. Yep. Come on out. Yep. I was waiting for you. Give me that. Sure. Thank you. Business as usual. Okay. Yeah. I gotta go talk to Uncle again. Yeah. I did. Go to the hardware store. This time it better not be close to closing, because fuck you. How you doing, sweetie? Get out of my neighborhood. What was it like? Something like that. Okay. I don't remember how much it was, but I guess this is good enough. What's good, Dan? You old bitch. Yep. Okay, it was 125. I run this workshop. What line of work are you in? I want to try minding your business. I'm gonna say I work in agriculture. Ain't that nice? I always fancied a bit of gardening myself. Here's some speed grow on the house. Thanks, Dan. Head back to the motel room. See, now if I lied to him, I told him mind his business, see, or if I told him I'm a drug dealer, he may not have gave me that. He's helping a young entrepreneur. Parkour. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Yes, sir. Head back to the motel room. Yep. Now do what? Don't want them to see. Nope. Don't want them to see. Place the grow tent and fill it with soil. Okay, what's that? What the fuck? Oh. Yep. Fill it with soil. If you're wondering how to do something, there's usually input hints in the bottom left corner. Okay, you gotta like cut it, yeah, and then I can do this, and then you just tip that son of a bitch over. Like so. Oh. I tried to tip it back over. 3. Water. Yeah, fill it. Okay. Pour water over target. How does this work anatomically? Okay. Talk to Uncle Nelson at the payphone. Okay. You're almost ready to go, but you're missing weed seeds. You need to speak to a supplier to get your hands on some seeds. I passed your number on to Albert Hoover, the local weed weed seed supplier. Shit. Send him a message and request a dead drop. I vouch for you so you won't have to pay up front. Your order will go on your tab, which you can pay off in the future. Damn you old. Why everybody in this town old? I was supposed to be the standalone old dude. Hello, our mutual friend has asked me to help you acquire some marijuana seeds. Why you call it marijuana? Send me a message if you'd like to order some. Nelson has put in a good word for you, so I'll provide you a tab which you can pay off later. Send you a message. Yeah. OG Kush. Let's do one. Let's do 90. I don't know. Working on it. Should be ready around 1 hour 30 minutes. Bet. I'm gonna go collect some shit while we wait. A bunch of junkies in this neighborhood. We gotta clean up the crime in this place, am I right? A leaf? Yeah, fuck that leaf. A cigarette? Could probably use that shit though, huh? Yeah. Those damn kids. They're roughhousing. They're hooliganism. Okay. Wait, is there another cig I see? No. Yeah. Ooh, a bottle. That skate park is disgusting, by the way. Like, who, why do y'all not take care of anything? Okay. Looks like my order's ready. My number 4 with cheese. Okay. We'll just do this one. My number 4 with cheese. I'm sorry. My impulse control is bad. This is the last one. Okay. How much money I get? It better be $100. 24! Oh, shit. I ain't doing that no more. It's modern day slavery, bro. I ain't fucking with it. Where you at? Ready. You can find it behind the Western Gas Mart. Fuck is that at? Oh. Bunny hopping on the bed. Bunny hopping on the bed. You're not gonna tell me the shit is off limits, are you? I can't get over there. Huh? Freaky ass dudes. Yeah, give me that shit. Sow a weed seed. What the fuck is that supposed to be? Click soil chunks to bury seed. Already contains seed. Okay. Pack in by 1 plant trimmer. 1 plant trimmers. 1 packing station. 10 baggies. Oh. Okay. Buy a trash bag. Oh hell no! This is cleanup simulator. Shit. Plant trimmers, packing stations, 10 baggies. What are you? Okay. What's good, Dan? You close in a minute? Oh shit! What? Wouldn't that be crazy if I closed the door and he closed like immediately after? Okay, I only got $25. Plant trimmers, packing station, and baggies. Do you even have that? Oh, yeah, you do. Okay. Baggie. 10 baggies. Okay, I can do 10. Yeah. So I got $5 left. One packaging station. Okay. $100. Damn. Look, I may be fucked. I'm gonna keep this door open just so you don't play with me. Dan? Don't you close on me, boy. Now you can go to bed, Dan. Sweet dreams, you old fart. Buy a trash bag. I did that. Did I? I don't think I did, actually. I have to wait. Harvest the weed plant. Bro, it sounds like we in a quiet place or what? Hey, baby, you trying to come in here with me? I got a room. Bet. Why don't you come in here and spend the night with me, baby? Can't let you see what's in here. Packing station. Now, where the fuck am I supposed to put this shit? Right here. Yeah. Product packaging output. Okay, we ain't got no product just yet. 37% growth. Sleep. Yes, sir. Still a street rat. Crazy work. 37 needs water. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Well, if I can store them here, I guess not. Fuck it, we'll leave it. We'll keep it honest. Cops ain't gonna touch me. Boy, once I start surfing this neighborhood, shit, it's gonna be game over. Parkour. Look, he still ain't here. They talking about wake up at 7 a.m. Bro, he say he opened at 6. A trash bag for the hardware store. Dan, what the fuck? Why are you not over there? Why he get to go in there? So I have to wake him up? I have to wake this nigga up? Are y'all crazy? Boy, I'm not your... Do I look like your nurse? I need a trash bag. Two of them joints, because we're rich. I only had $5. Bag the contents of the trash can. Get away from my crib, bro. 82%. Bag that up. Yes, sir. that shit. Drop that. Cash for trash, right? Hey, $12. Going to Applebee's. Yeah, keep her watered so she can hurry up and hurry your ass up. Got all day. What percentage is it? Let me see. Trimmers to harvest. Okay. Eee! Click buds to harvest. Okay. Yep. Yep. I gotta go buy some more dirt. What the fuck? Okay. One little bud per package. Oh, you ain't doing shit with that. You for real small time. Damn. Okay. Actually, can we just leave that here? Yeah. Okay. List OG Kush for sale in the product manager app. Green crack. Addictiveness is 0%. Yeah. Sour diesel. Granddaddy purple. Wait for a message from a custom. What's up, custom? Hey, I need 3 OG Kush. I paid $105. Deal? Hey, big dog. Hold up. $35. Oh no, you hold on. Yeah, that's straight. That's right. Yeah, I have to make sure. Yeah. 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. Next to the statue in the West Park. Okay, you can't just have that out like that, my boy. What time is it? Is there a... Okay. Where's the statue? In West Park. Bunny hop into some money. Bunny hop into some money. Don't get it fucked up. I got your shit coming. Stop. Yes, sir. Damn, you ugly. To move a custom amount, right click, drag the item scroll to change the amount. Yep. 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 Oh, okay. Yep. Get my money. Nice doing business with you. Charles Rowland. Satisfied. Bunny hop into some money. Bunny hop into some money. I'm telling you, these headphones suck ass. Bunny hop into some money. Get your money up, not your funny up. Only thing I think about is getting my money up. I'm trying to run it up. Kathy, I know your kids, bro. You need to be getting them motherfuckers some Pampers. Not worried about getting high. Hey, can I get 3 OG Kush? I'll pay 105. Deal. Look, I'm gonna fuck around and tell these motherfuckers, look. Can I make that? Nah, I'll just say fuck it. Let's do nighttime. Outside room 2 of the Brown apartment block. Brown apartment block. What is that? Yeah, that might be. See, that's why I got a bunny hop to some money, so it's gonna take me a while to get there. I got a bunny hop to some money. Look, on my way there, guess what we gonna do? Make some more money. Sheesh. Fuck you looking at? Yeah, keep walking. Damn, my boy. Looking kind of big there. You must be working out. You trying to buy something? You look like a snitch. Kathy. You back here? She said apartment 2. All right. Look, Kathy, I hear them kids crying in there. You better be feeding them. Got the stuff. You got my money. Bubba. Pay and place. No, buy and place another grow tent. Oh, I'm moving up. About to take over this damn city. Ain't nobody fucking with me. You pay 55. I'm gonna get more risky. Let's do this shit right now, bro. Pawn shop. Alright, bet. Man, I'm all about my paper. We ain't gotta sleep. I don't, fuck sleep. Feel me? I'm all about my paper, bro. That's you? Are you Mike Jenkins? What's up, bro? Got the deal. I'm telling you, eventually I'm gonna start ripping these niggas off for these midnight deals. Boy, your ass better be ready to pay up. This shit ain't gonna come cheap. This is not for the low, and I do not have no mid. Better ask around. I got that high grade. High grade. Give me that Street Rat 2. Another grow 10. Put some money in that bank account. That's kind of crazy. You ain't gonna be paying no taxes on this, my boy. Let's do hundo. Let's do. Wait, actually, yeah. Yes, sir. I'm on that grind. Time to rise and shine. Oh, I gotta go wake his old ass up. Out the nursing home. Wake up. Then take your ass to work. Dang. Gotta wake your ass up. Them fucking pit stains in your shit. I don't know, I owe him some money. I owe him 90. You getting your money, all right? Don't break my kneecaps. Girl team. Okay. Let's see. The hundo. Purchase that. What's good, my boy? I need some more soil. Add 2 of that to my cart. Oh no, hold on. Yeah. Need some more baggies. What else we got? Floor lamp. Oh, I can buy this TV. Okay. Trash grabber, plant trimmers. Okay. I might, you know, I might start running it up. I'm just saying. Soil. Pour that. Ugh. Okay. Hold on. Hey, bro, that ain't for sale. I gotta. Oh shit. Cuz. Got 2 more. Yeah. Pop the cap. Cover that. Yes, sir. That's 1. And we got the grow station. Put that right next to it. Yes, sir. Oh, hold on. Wait. Why would it be backwards? Can I move this? I hope that's not a problem, bro. Hold on. Okay, I mean it could still work, but what? But why? Oh shit. This is weird. Okay, click that, fill that up. Okay. See, this is crazy. Pop the cap. Skirt. Yep. What is this? Oh, speed girl. Uncle Nelson. Why does he always need to talk to me? I'm busy building an empire, old man. You finished a few deals and made some decent cash, but if you're looking to make real money, you need to expand your operations, more product, more customers. Best way to gain new customers is to give a free sample to a friend of an existing customer. This nigga always trying to give away free shit. Best way to gain new customers is give a free sample to a friend of an existing customer. Give you all potential customers on your map, grab some weed, and give them a free sample. With a bit of luck, they'll agree to become a customer. Keep up with more customers, you need more product. The motel room is going to cut it for much longer. Time for an upgrade. Cheap room for sale above the Chinese restaurant, just north of your motel room. Save $500 and go ask about buying the room. Potential custos. Oh shit. Hold on. Okay. Keep it watered. Keep her going. In the meantime, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Okay. Keep that. Say 74%. What's this? Can't tell because fuck me. They won't even let me move this. Oh my god. What is I'm just sitting here waiting on this shit. Guess we play a game. Fuck it. Noodle. Oh, this is Snake, okay. This is crazy. We can't have no music in this shit though. Like, I think this game would be so much better if they had good music, you know? It's like a stoner game. Why wouldn't you have good music? It's all, you know. Can't hear shit. Just saying. Shit. Okay. Damn. Oh well. Is it time to grow this shit yet? Oh yeah. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Sorry, Austin. You'll be okay. Shouldn't have said I had that shit. I forgot to take it off of the menu. I'm about to bag this up and I'm gonna just end it right here because shit kind of it's straight, but I feel like you probably need the full game to really get that stuff, but also like, you know, it's kind of like once you get your empire going, I imagine it's kind of straight, but you know, okay, we'll sleep it off. Okay. Bet. All right. Yeah, it's 10:10. Fuck it. All right. I guess that was schedule 1. I don't know. if I wanted to buy this though. Like it's cool. Like it's got the idea going, but at the same time, like it don't really. I don't know. I guess the demo didn't really have too much going on in it. You know. I guess that would be something in the full game you'd have to just kind of see over time. But anyway, fuck it, man. Thank you so much for watching the stream. I'm gonna sign out here right now. Thank you for watching the stream. Thank you for anybody who's tuning in. If you are watching this on a VOD, thank you so much. I do appreciate you. As always, have a good night. Enjoy yourselves. I wish you the best. Bye-bye.